I was like, what is up with the dirt? What is going on? I don't know what to do with the dirt. I was so goofy. I opened the name package, and I was confused by the dirt. Like I was running back and forth doing a show. And rehearsing and all of that. I was so nervous that I thought, Lord, I hope the lemon verbena is not dead and that it actually takes fruit.
That one is a resilient one. So, matter of fact, that stayed in the pot for about a week before I actually got around to sending it. So,
it did take fruit. It started to produce its own.
Yeah.
And because I was nervous, I was like, oh Lord, man, did she go through all of that?
Did you smell it?
Put it in the ground.
Did you smell the leaves?
I couldn't smell it until I actually opened it up.
Okay.
I opened it on the run.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know. I was like, okay, the dirt. Maybe a package opened from inside. And I was like, okay, I don't have time to stop and get with this right now to see what it is. I'm so goofy. I did not even think it's a plant. I am so thankful and grateful.
Oh, good.
You got to sing me, not just that, but the other that I love so much.
Oh, good.
And I'm like, she's just so thoughtful. She is just, she's out doing her thing and thinking about me, and I'm grateful. I appreciate you.
I'm glad. And I know how schedules go. Plus, I know you're doing shows now in the middle of everything else. So you don't never have to explain that stuff to me. Never. There's never a bit of love lost, cause we have it like that. So I know genuine people when I spot them. So yeah.
Well, baby, I was like, okay, I have got to though get back to my gym. Because life, when I tell you, honey.
What's going on with Daddy Sam?
Oh, has it been that? Wow, Jim, we really have needed this.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you. Okay, so they draw his blood and then determine if he needs what kind of blood he needs, whether it's platelets or and I didn't know you could even do this, but
Wait, pause for a minute. Why did I think you said Wakanda blood? Okay, go ahead.
You know what? If we could specify like that.
Well, I can't even describe the beast that I have kept on living, as old people say, and learned the beast that the American pharmaceutical industry is. I can't even, sometimes I'll get started and then I'll back up because I realize the general public is conditioned, because they have to be, to believe all that stuff. And girl, and you know what? You're gonna get to the point where you just gonna just smile and nod, because you're gonna realize just how many people are drinking. Yeah. I mean, we was talking about that last night. We was like, the thing is, everybody making this NFL thing ain't news. It's been, it's been whatever. But the reality is, people ain't willing to do what we need to do for it to change. Cause if all the black, I'm like, what do y'all think the Negro Leagues were for? They did this exact shit, and we made the Negro Leagues. And I was like, but I already know that we're so conditioned, and I get it, because the black players that need to walk, they're not gonna walk because they've been living and providing for their families on that money. But if every black, like even the company, even Starbucks, if the very next day every black human in this country we don't even have to do them protests where they can get us in bunches and kill us with rubber bullets all at once. We don't even have to do that. If everybody would withhold their support, as of the very next day you find out, even though you should have been known, but they get exposed the very next day. I'm telling you. And I don't mean go back to them when they apologize, because really, and this makes me sound harsh, but even after they apologize, like, they don't mean that apology. They built their company on this after for. Yeah. So I'm just saying, if everybody, girl, half the time me and Adele talk. Either she or I go into a store running, and we squeeze it in, just like you and I are doing right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, no problem. But yeah, girl, if everybody at the same time, because look, the Negro Leagues, what happened was, and incidentally, her dad was in the baseball Negro League. But anyway, they came about for this reason.
Adele's father?
Oh yeah, he played girl. Yes, indeed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes, history, honey. So, but they came about because of this, for this exact reason. And what happened was, nobody was going to the white people's games. So the white people then said, okay, well, let's blend it. So the only reason why they was willing to let us play with them is because everybody stopped, even the white people stopped going to their own games and started coming to see the black people play. So if everybody did that now, and number for one, since money is the bottom line, they want to win. So they want the black people on their team. But everybody ain't gonna walk. Everybody ain't gonna walk. Yeah, and when the thing is, when you get to the point that you're at now, when we get to that point, and you realize that that it's gonna take some more than just the two of us, you just be like, okay, well, let me toss up the flag and just watch everybody walk into the gas chambers under Trump's lead, whatever.
Right.
Because really, and when it comes down to it, even if we get another Obama or better than Obama in office, the next presidency, ain't no way they're going to be able to undo all the stuff that they've been doing under the table. Because the stuff we hear about, it's like, girl, I was like, that's one little thing. He done flipped so much stuff in there to make sure it sticks when he leaves. Ain't nobody gonna be big enough to find all them little things that they fixed to keep, because it's so important that we protect racism. It's so important. And it kind of fucks me. And you get conditioned, because all we know is this country. You don't get in other countries, so you're not acclimated, and you're kind of afraid to even leave and venture out. So then you stuck. It's slavery all over again. Just that
conditioning.
Yeah.
People don't get it.
Yeah. 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 And so here we are, wondering how somebody like him is president and has been. Still ain't heard nobody talking seriously about impeachment except Auntie Maxine. Still ain't heard nobody. No politics. You know, they say, oh, he's horrible. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's idiot. Oh, he's a psychopath. Oh, you hear everything except serious. I'm talking about serious talk from politicians who can make it happen, talking about impeachment. And that tells me that they don't want to impeach him. They don't want to. And I'm sitting up there. I was looking at a post, patting the Jets owner on the back because he said he gonna pay all the players' fees if they decide to kneel away. I'm like, fuck him. It was a unanimous decision in the NFL. It was unanimous, right? Because he knows the repercussions of what can happen if the black players did walk. But fuck him too, He don't get no pass. He don't get a pass for paying the fees that he helped instill upon the players who decide to kneel. So nope. No. But I'm sitting over here like, well, what I'm gonna do though? So whatever. And I said a long time ago, I said, I was like, well, folks ain't even willing to give up football, watching football. So I certainly don't expect. And protecting it. So I just kick back and just try to love and appreciate and keep healthy the people I love for as long as possible, because that's all I got. I ain't get, and I ain't getting no more spent in stress, because I know what it is. We know what it is. They know what it is. Shit. When Trump became president, we were like, this was his thing, and he said we're about to become the third world country that we look at all these third world countries. Yeah. I was gonna say we're already here. Yeah, we're already here because we made all the foreign countries mad. So now all of our
we made some progress, but Obama.
Well, we a third world country now, and all I can say is, well, I hope they just keep. I have to, because it's gonna be some sacrificial lamb. So I hope they keep getting enough of us. Keep getting enough of us where they gonna keep getting celebrities and athletes that'll bring attention to it. Like the Sterling Brown and all of it. And you know what? A lot of stuff, it's gonna sound conspiracy theory-ish, but a lot of stuff is staged. Like some of these school shootings where nobody gets shot, that shit is staged. If you notice, it's always a student resource officer that saved the day. That's Trump trying to prove that armed teachers, it will work.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Cause look. Let me tell you, that Dixon school shooting in Illinois, I was like, y'all gonna be mad at me, but that's staged. I was like, somebody just started shooting outside of a gym and ain't nobody got shot, ain't nobody got hurt, but the resource officer saved the day. Are you kidding me? I'm like, that's staged. You know what it's staged for? The next school shooting that's gonna happen. And you know what happened? Santa Fe, when I was in Texas. Santa Fe, where 10 people did get killed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where's the resource officer, the armed resource officer that's saving the day now? I'm like, they was just getting us ready to be convinced.
Absolutely right.
And I literally said that when this Dixon thing happened. When I heard about Dixon, I was like, okay, who got shot? And where did it happen? I was like, oh, somebody randomly. If somebody mad, them white kids gonna take out people. You ain't just gonna shoot out by the field house.
Absolutely right.
And I was a student resource officer. I was like, he trying to prove that arming school staff is the answer. Boy, bye.
Absolutely right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, girl. I got clear on that quite a while ago, but you know, I tread carefully. Like some young preacher posted something about something the other day, and I was like, you know, and I shouldn't have been. You know, I was came and pissed on the parade. I was like, yeah, well, you know, I was like, church is a huge contributor to that very thinking, and blah 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 blah. I actually had productive conversation with a couple of people in the comments to the point where one of them was like, you know what, let's talk about it, and I was like, this ain't the place, because you know it was the preacher's thread, so of course he ain't gonna want that kind of truth. He don't want that kind of truth. Yeah, I'm like, he ain't gonna want that kind of truth in his thread, because that's gonna go against what he say. I'm here to say it, but I ain't gonna you know elaborate it on it in his. I know that's his space still. It's still his space. Yeah. Right. And especially these days, I'll be like, hold on before you agree with me, because you hold on, you might not agree with me like you think. Yeah. Right. Right. That's why my new thing is, I was like, well, hold on just a minute, because I'm finna put a mirror up in front of your face, and you're gonna see who you really are. You ain't gonna be able to handle that mirror because that's what I've accepted. That's what I'm here for, whether people like it or not, and they probably won't, because the truth really is uncomfortable for most people, because as long as it falls in line with what you think. The thing is, everybody, they embrace their belief without balance. Like there's no, you know, like I can say, right. Right. You know what's not cool? Not going to the bathroom if you gotta go. Girl, we was laughing about my sister last week, and I was like, I used to be like that too. I was like, you keep living. You gonna not play with your damn bowels and colons and shit and bladder. Black women are the hover queens of the universe.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
We the hover queen.